My SD card glitched and I lost a ton of footage, but we're gonna make do with what we got. I'm gonna walk you through my August monthly plan with me's and my A5 daily and my 7x9 vertical priorities. And then we're gonna take a little sneak peek in the plum paper back to school haul. So let's dive in. I'm nothing if not the master of the grand pivot, right? So here we go. I'm gonna move this box away and we will come back to that at the end. I'll make sure to put timestamps below if you're interested in just the haul, but I'm gonna quickly dive in to my August plan with me's and show you what I did. This month it was a little bit different. I have my 7x9 vertical priorities planner here and my A5 daily. I'm gonna start with the A5 since this one's pretty quick and to the point. This here I use for my content planner. I used a kit from the Hand Can Plan Advent Calendar for 2024. This one had like a cute little neighborhood was the theme. It had little houses and lots of little daisies on it. So I pulled from several sheets that all came with that kit, and this is where we ended up. I did use some Moxie washi across the top because it didn't have a lot of washi strips in it, so I just made do with what I had. This quote here is from LostWithoutAPlan. It says, "My brain has too many tabs open," which felt like it feels even more relevant now than it did on this day, but we're working with what we got. So this is where I keep track of what I'm doing for the channel. I have my habits that I do every single month, some projects that I'm working on, and this is where I keep track of the kits so that I have a database of sort to run through when I do my flip throughs every quarter. I believe I just posted one of those a few weeks ago, so I'll make sure to link it down below if you are interested in seeing the Q2 flip through. This right here is the monthly plan with me. Now for this one, all of Plum Paper's planners can be customized, and for this one, I customized it to have lines on the monthly. I just find that I handwrite more in this planner, and all the randomness that goes on the channel, I just write it in, so having the lines is helpful for this. As you can see, I have the August goals that came out on the 5th. My August haul video plus my Family HQ plan with me, that was in the Laurel Denise planner. So this is just like the sticker kits that I did. And then I had to split it up for this one so that I had access to a video for this week. I had to move stuff around. I hope you guys are okay with that. So my monthly plan with me is now just me running through these things plus my Plum Paper back to school haul. And then I have a weekly plan with me that will be on the 26th. Plus I have my post schedule on here too. And that is all that I have for the A5 daily. Then we have our 7x9. All of these stickers came in the kit. So these ones right here were some on a bonus sheet. For this one, it's the same kit. It's just way more stickers. I used a lot of deco on this one. I opted out of doing another quote because I didn't really find any that I was feeling, but I have my to-do list. I have my reading books that I have planned here. I usually plan to read 4 books a month, and these are the ones that I have already chosen. The West with Giraffes is the Girl Scout Book Club book, and then The Crucial Years, because our Purpose Driven Mom Book Club opted to do like fiction reading for the summer, I usually use that one as my self-help book. And so I wanted to read The Crucial Years, which is about school-age children and how they learn to adapt in those ages. I heard it on a podcast and was interested in reading the book. So I grabbed that one for this month. And then Glorious Rivals is the next book in the Inheritance Games series. And I just absolutely adore that series. I've even had Violette listen to them. I think that although it's a young adult book, I think that it's still kind enough that I could slip it under the radar with my 11-year-old. It was a really good book. And then for memories, this month we have an all-star game and Violet starting middle school. And then on this page, I did something totally different. I decided to put my meal plan here, and so I have themes that I'm keeping for my meals to make things easier for the planning. There was a couple of these stickers, never miss a Monday and finally Friday, so I just threw those ones in along with the other date headers. And I plan on doing Mexican Mondays, which will be like tacos, burritos, quesadillas. We call them quesaritos because my husband stuffs them with lots of things. Enchiladas, all of that stuff will be up here. And then for Italian Tuesdays, obviously pastas and gnocchi. We can have lasagna. Any of those things can happen here. Wildcard Wednesday, this will be anything that I am desiring at that moment to cook, because some days I decide to try a new recipe, and other days I just want a family favorite. So that will be our Wildcard Wednesday. Grill It Up Thursday, my husband really likes to use the grill at least once a week. We generally try to do a couple of times a week, but Grill It Up Thursday will be any sort of meats or veggies that he cooks on the grill. And then Speedy Saturday, just something quick and easy because Violet has games this night for basketball. And then Slow Cooker Sundays is because I can probably set it early in the morning and then go do all the things that we do on a Sunday, and then we come home to a nice slow cooked meal. Here is our monthly plan. As you can see, Violet starts school this month. I have National Planner Day and my deadline day on Friday the 1st. We have basketball games and practices every single week. I threw in some wacky holidays here that were also part of the Advent calendar from Hank and Plan. We have paydays. My husband's going out of town. Violet has her registration and picture day this day, which made the picture frame finally make sense in my plans, so I threw that one in. Movie night, I put it for the 11th. Freaky Friday comes out here on Friday the 8th, but Violet has practice and my husband's getting home from the airport, so I didn't think that that was a good idea. We may try and slip it in on the weekend, but since my husband will have been gone all week, we don't really want to spend a lot of time away from him on the days that we can hang out. So I did put it for Monday the 11th, and then we're gonna have our nails done on Tuesday the 12th, so she has nice fresh nails for the first day of school. And then I put shopping here because, of course, after registration we might find more things that we need to buy, and then obviously the first day of school the teachers will have special items we need to buy, so I put that there. And then I have a couple of birthdays, my mom, Jess, Marissa, Bobby John, and then my in-laws' anniversary. Then we have my book clubs, a couple of book club nights here, and then back to school night is scheduled for the 21st. So far, I'll find out here if it changes, but for now we're just going with what it has. And then I have my planning session for September here because I have to be ready when it hits on the following Monday. This is also a spirit week traditionally for them because it's the National Week of Kindness, I think. I think that's what they call it, but they like to do like little connection sort of things to make it so that everyone feels included and can participate. And that is it for my monthly plan with me. Now on for the fun. We get to see what I picked up at the back to school sale from Plum Paper. There was a huge sale and they actually offered me a larger discount code for that week. My discount code still works as LOST10 if you're interested in purchasing anything that you see here today. I love Plum Paper and I've been using them for years and years and years. And this is the year that Violet got her planner. We did try to get a planner from them last year, I think, or the year before, but the school gave their own planner and wouldn't let her use the fancy one that we bought. So that one just sat on the wayside and didn't get used, but it's okay. This year she's super excited about having her own. This is the free notepad that came with it. It says make today count, take note, and there's like a box. Here's the plan, and then it has time stamps and then a line, and it has this adorable little book emoji with florals and pencils, and it says Plum Paper itty bitty at the tiny bottom. Is it gonna focus? Itty bitty at the bottom. And then we have Violette's first planner and a little stencil. I'm actually gonna pull the rest of this out so that I can move this big box out of the way. Okay, much better. I've unwrapped all the extra things. So she got an A5 planner in the ME, I think, layout. It's the middle school layout. Let me see what it says on the front page. It's the student planner, and it was for middle school. I think it was middle school 3 is what it was called. There's several different options for middle schoolers. There's like a horizontal, there's like horizontal with blooms, there's the kind of like the teacher planner style across the top, then there's one across the side. There's lots of options so that your child can find one that's perfect for their brain. I love that about Plum Paper. It actually makes my heart happy to know that I can pick something that will work for her instead of just whatever the school throws out at you and you have to figure out how to use. I did order the middle school, high school sticker pack. I think I ordered this unless it came with the planner, which is a possibility. It has like semester break, school event, discussion, midterms, and something due. There's some notes. Important, remember, test and review. Makeup work, no school final. More makeup work, no school final. So they're just different styles. Labs, reports, projects. Let the adventure begin, first day of school. Hello summer vacation, last day of school. Don't forget, after school activity, must do. And then we have study review, presentation, project, a whole bunch of other little cute emojis. There's some do sticky notes, a basketball game, a football game, go team. Spirit Week, oh, we're gonna have to use a couple of these already, it seems. And then we have You Got This, pep rally. That's fun. I wonder if they do pep rallies in middle school. It's a possibility. I know that they have spirit days where they all get together in the NPR or whatever, so that's possible. We're figuring it out as we go, as they say. So there's those. Oh, and then I also got this stencil, which will just hold her place. It has some hearts, some check marks, some check boxes, some check dots, a banner, a triangle, a little speech bubble, star, arrows, a sunshine, a box, a rounded box, a cloud, and a couple other little banners and some straight lines too. So I figured she could mark her place with this. It feels like it's a very sturdy material. If you've had a Happy Planner one, those are super flimsy. This is much sturdier than that. I really enjoy this one. It's not quite as thick as the ones from Erin Condren, but I feel like it's sturdy enough that it'll do the trick. Then for the student planner, we have the years for 25 and 26. We have special dates, ideas, plans, and goals, same as all their planners. Violet opted for the modern colorway, and just so you know, if you order the modern or the colorful, it comes as a glossy tab, and so you have to use permanent marker on this side, but this side and all the other pages are standard paper that work with any type of pen. So I doubt she'll probably use this. I'll probably set this up for her for every single month so she knows what's coming, and then she could do all the rest. Or we'll set it up together with the permanent marker. Then we have her monthly. She chose to do a Monday start because school is Monday through Friday, and all of her weeks are also Monday through Friday, and she doesn't really foresee using this, but it's good to have just the Saturday, Sunday, so she can have events, but she wanted to have the line so she could write things in. If you didn't know, all of Plum Paper planners, you can start any month. So she opted to start for August, although a lot of the academic planners start in July. We could have also started in September if she started in September. They give you options to start any month out of the year, and so that's why you have a grayed out version of the previous month when it crosses over to a new month. And then let me move to a darker one so you could see it. She chose to have a horizontal spread with the classes across the top, and she said that since her schedule might change during the semester, that she just wanted to get period 1 through 6, since that's what they call it at her school, across the top, so that she doesn't have to have it be wrong for the second semester. And then extra will be extracurriculars. And then there's the top 3 in the box with the Monday, a darker line separating the day of the week, and then she could write in her homework for every single side. And then a teeny tiny Saturday and Sunday line here just so she can note her events. I doubt she'll look at it over the weekend unless she's doing homework. And then there is a full calendar on this side. Oops. And because she got a Monday start, it is Monday start on the small calendar too. And that goes all the way to the end of the month. And then there's another note paper, and then it starts for September. Now at the end of this one, she did get all the way to July. Her school actually ends, it ends in June, but they didn't offer an 11-month planner. It was a 10-month and then a 12-month. So we just got the 12 months so that it would be even. Okay, and then I also got, there's also a tab in the student planners that says academics. It's this bright blue color that's not part of any of their normal colorways. It's beautiful. And it includes the middle school, high school student overview. This has some goal setting, has information about the classes, any logins. It includes finals, courses with the exam tracker. There's a handful of those pages. Then there's assigned reading. There's a brainstorm page, community service hours, brainstorm pages. The community service hours are going to be helpful for her Girl Scouts too. We have brainstorm pages, and then it has the United States capitals and the state with the state abbreviation state, capital city. And then it has all the presidents up to Joe Biden. I'm not sure why they haven't added this one in yet, but it's fine. I think that they probably will change it next year. I don't know. I'm surprised that they didn't fix this one yet. Words that are often confused. There's words that are misspelled. Steps to writing a paragraph. Terms and conditions, like basic grammar, basic math. Some more math stuff. Science, the periodic table, and then a couple of note pages that are dot grid, important formulas and references, and then some more dot grid papers at the end, and some contact pages, as well as passwords and forward planning, and a folder. And that is Violette's new student planner from Plum Paper. And then lastly, I grabbed, instead of grabbing just another cover, this is their Molecule cover. I think this one was called just Bows. I'll look it up and put it down in the description box below. But this one is called Molecule, and I liked how the oval shape actually just met perfectly on the sides here and covered, so it just covered one whole space, and I really like that. So I went with Personalized. It says Amanda Lynn, and I just really like having extra covers on hand. But then instead of just getting a cover with the sale and everything, I decided to get a notebook. So in the notebooks, it has the forward planning options as well as the idea, plans, and goals. This is neutral layout. And then I just grabbed some graph paper because I've been needing like to draw things out that measure for like the house and stuff. So I thought that this would be helpful. It does have a big margin here for the disc bound, which is fine by me. So I got a bunch of those pages. And then when you order something disc bound, it just comes with the dividers at the back. So I'm going to toss this in order here. And then the second thing that I got is the tracker. And this is just a tracker coloring session. I figure since I've been working on some goals that require daily check-ins, this might be a fun way to do it. Or at the end of the month, I can mark in the ones that I do. It does have 1 through 30, 1 through 30, and then 1 through 30 on this other one. So it has enough to track 3 habits every single month on these different images. And you can even do a mood tracker too. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this would be for the mood tracker. So there's 6 things you could track, 5 habits plus your moods. And that's super fun. And it has like some arts supplies, some butterflies, some umbrellas. There's some flowers, some koi. There's some bees, sunflowers, apples, peacocks, scarves and leaves. Oh, and this is their little Belgian houses. I don't think that they're called Belgian houses, but it's like the little boulevard street that's very European, and it has cute stars for the mood tracker. And that is it for the whole year of mood tracking. And it looks like it also came with another folder. I love the folders. And then that's the back side. So obviously I'm just going to use some of the discs that I have on file. It will ask you when you order this if you want to buy discs. You can add it to the order. You can just do it on your own. I opted out of that because I have a ton of discs. I feel like once you're a disc-bound planner, you just always have an abundance of discs in all different sizes. So anyways, that is it for my plum paper haul. And then we also went through my monthly plans for August. Thank you so much for your patience and allowing me to change it up a little bit, because I really didn't have much of another choice, right? But thanks for bearing with me as I figured this out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Amanda Lynn. I share planning content every single week over here on YouTube. I also share pictures and fun behind the scenes from all of my Plan With Me's over on Instagram at LostWithoutAPlan.com. And I am excited for this school year. I am excited for what's to come. I think that being in a new place, in a new city, in a new town with new schools, it's going to be a transition, but we're here for it. I think it will be good for us. So if you like what you saw here today, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It tells YouTube that you saw my video and you liked it, so that they will send you more planning content. I think that that's it. So I'm going to let you go now, but have a wonderful rest of your August. I hope that it's filled with great things, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.